You can't outrun time itself. I'm here for the cheeks.
Alright y'all, so what draw me into this movie? I was just scrolling on YouTube, you know, just scrolling, and then I think it was like a 10-year-old video that just came up on my recommended page. And I just seen Luffy going second gear throwing hands with some really good animation. But no. That's not all. That's not what really truly captured my attention. What truly captured my attention was that they replaced Vivi with Robin and I guess the Duck with Franky. Like, who invited them? Like, what? How y'all get on the crew that early? Too early for them to have the Sunny. And instead of Luffy really throwing hands with Wapol, this man is throwing hands with his big brother instead. I mean, pretty much everything was pretty much the same, like from the art. It's just a little slight changes here and there, but for the most part it showed pretty much everything that we saw in like the Drum Island arc and all of that. But besides all of that, before I even go over the fight with Luffy, I'd be a fool to skip the part when Zoro and Franky was cutting up together. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So it started off with Wapol pulling up with a bunch of ships after ditching his own country, bro. Now he's trying to come back and be a king again. How dare his trash can mouth ass even think of even coming back over here, bro? Franky sees it and he over here talk about something. You know what? I'ma just let him say it. This video is so stupid, bro. Nah, y'all know I gotta test it out real quick. Let me see if I can do it. So yeah. Wait, hold on, y'all. That actually wasn't that bad. Super dance for the next Franky VA in 2050? Let me stop. Damn, bro, I really missed the old voice actor, man. It was just so unique, but it is what it is. Let me not reminisce too hard. But yeah, after Wapol pulled up, both Zoro and Franky decided they wanted to take a closer look. So they hopped in a shark submarine. And once they finally make it there, they cut to Zoro, and literally, this man started just cutting them all up. It starts off with Zoro jumping towards all three of these fighters, taking them all out in one fell swoop. Then after that, three more decided they wanted to after him. As soon as Zoro turned around, he sliced the first dude. The second one ran towards him like he didn't give a damn about his life. The third and fourth got sliced down with no problem at all. And the last one, he hits him with that spin move. Immediately after, Zoro jumped towards the other ship and started slicing and dicing to the point he just completely destroyed one of the ships. But what makes it worse, he hops towards another ship and started going crazy on them too. In the process, destroying that ship as well. Y'all see these two? They tried running away. But Zoro was like, oh hell nah, y'all ain't going nowhere. And then hits them with that Sentoryu Tatsumaki. Next we cut to Franky, and these soldiers pulled out the pole on him. But they ain't stopping my boy Franky for pulling out the unblicky and blasting them all down. On top of that, he used the Mega Man special and blew up two of Wapol's ship. And yes, if you was wondering, it was people on those ships. So in this case, Franky just caught some bodies. After that, Franky follows up with his air blicky, completely wiping out some more of the ship and the people. Franky really hit the I'm not finished, using his strong right, completely busting a hole through all three of these ships, and then finish it off by pulling them towards one another. And boom, just like that, both Zoro and Franky took them out with no problem at all. And now we cut to Luffy faces Wapol big brother, which is Mushroom. I'ma just call him that. I'ma give y'all a little rundown on how his devil fruit works a little bit. So basically, he possesses the Nako or Noko no Mi devil fruit, a Paramecia type devil fruit that grants him the power to create and control poisonous mushroom spores. He can release these spores from his body and they are deadly. But you see, he's not just limited to using only just poisonous spores. He can also manipulate them in various ways, even using non-poisonous versions of some attacks. His devil fruit doesn't sound that bad, but now that y'all know all of that, let's actually get into the fight. So before Luffy fight even starts, Kuro tries throwing his afro at Dr. Rean, but Sanji blocks it. It's cool that he blocked it, but now it's stuck on his feet. While Sanji was distracted by that, Kuro pulls out a piece of his fro and started throwing them at Sanji, and they was sticking too. Bro powers basically works similar to that one dude from My Hero Academia with the grape head. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot bro name. Technically it's the other way around since this came out before My Hero Academia. But anywho, Sanji was telling Chopper, bro, don't just sit here and and watch. Come help me. And as Chopper was trying to take off the afros, that shit was just sticking onto him. So he was like, bitch, let me just put this back on him real quick. While they was over there lollygagging, Chess pulls out a flaming arrow on them. So Chopper was like, fuck all of that, and he used Sanji as a distraction, causing him to catch on fire. While Chopper was running towards him to give him a mean one, Wapol pulls up out of nowhere, taking a on some Wario shit. That's when Luffy pops up and immediately grabs onto Sanji's leg. Slingshot and Luffy full speed ahead towards Wapol. If it wasn't for that elbow, bro would have got sent flying. But after all of that, Mushroom was asking Wapol do he want him to step in. But Wapol was like, nah, I'ma kill them and show them the true power of my Baku Baku no Mi. So he transformed into his Wapol house and shot down Chopper Dad flag. Let me show you how much of a W man Luffy is for real. He asked Chopper about the flag, and all it took for Chopper to say one word. He didn't even let him finish his sentence. He just took off. He already understood the assignment, bro. Once he did that, he calls out Wapol and asks him, do he understand what it means to shoot down a flag? But apparently Wapol did not give 1 fucks, 2 fucks, red fucks, blue fucks, yellow fucks. I'm about my green bucks. So he shoots again, while Luffy just standing there telling him someone like you can never destroy this flag, while taking a hit in the process. And he stood standing after all this time. After that, Mushroom was like, let me step in real quick. You go ahead and go get things ready. He didn't even give my boy Luffy time to place the flag back. He just goes for the... Luffy dodges it while falling down and then pulls himself back up before he hits the ground. Mushroom being so relentless, he didn't even give him a chance to breathe. But that wasn't stopping my boy Luffy for doing that handstand off his head. He didn't like that, so he goes for the kick. Look how my boy Luffy dodges it. Actually, he goes for 2 kicks. After that kick, Mushroom goes up in the air and come back down on Luffy like a thumb. Luffy hops out the way and then jump back towards him. But while in mid-air, Mushroom trips this man, bro. No, not my goal. Not to mention, while Luffy was in mid-air, he started...
Is this nigga serious?
Blasting off on him, landing direct hits. Even after he fell down on the ground, he still was blasting at him. But Mako just laughs it off. It's gonna take more than that to defeat him. Mushroom decided he still wanted to spam some shots out on him, but Luffy does this beautiful backflip out the way. Mushroom still was not trying to give Mako no chance to fight. Just look at his body language. It's not that serious, gang. Calm down. I'm not gonna lie though, they both was throwing them hoes. Mushroom goes for 2 punches and Luffy blocks those. Immediately after, Luffy goes for his 2 punches, but Mushroom blocks those. Then he kicks my boy Luffy twice. So Luffy hits him with a mean one in the stomach. Apparently he didn't like that, so he smashed my goat down in the snow. But Luffy takes that like a champ and get back up immediately, dodging both of his attacks. Mushroom goes for an elbow, Luffy blocks it. Then Luffy follows up with an elbow of his own, but Mushroom blocks that. Mushroom goes for 2 punches, Luffy blocks both of those, but the last one he got rocked. Not to mention he got hit right in the sternum. After Mushroom knocks Luffy back, he creates clones and they started wailing on this man. But that wasn't enough for Luffy. After he took out the clones, he ran straight towards Mushroom with a gut punch. But sadly, that wasn't the real him. Mushroom pulls up behind Luffy and hits him with the right in the back. And as soon as Luffy landed, he threw whatever this is at him, causing him to get stuck and use his poisonous spars on him. Oh, and them too. After that, Chopper couldn't just sit there and watch no more, so he started running full speed ahead towards him. And look at this man Mushroom over here just emoting on him. Chopper tries to go for a punch, but Mushroom rocks his shit. I'ma just keep it real with y'all. Mushroom was just trolling Chopper the whole time, bro. As Chopper was throwing attacks at him, he was weaving all of them hoes, but not only that, he was sticking his tongue at him mid-fight. This is diabolical. Eventually he got tired of Chopper nonsense, so he grabs his whole face and slams him down on the ground. Chopper started getting back up after that, and Mushroom was like, what, you still planning to fight? What you gonna do all on your own? Chopper was like, I'm a doctor. I sworn on doctor's flag that I'll save people and save the country, even though I don't have any friends. But Luffy was like, you do have friends. As he breaks out and say, I'm your friend. After that, he started talking shit to Luffy, you know, the generic shit talking and shit. Then after that, he was about to finish my boy off. But luckily, the clutch god himself came in the clutch once again. And honestly, if it wasn't for that snow, bro would have been cooked. For real, for real. But he's not the only one that came in the clutch. Robin ends up giving Luffy the antidote so he won't be poisoned no more. She really made him open wide. Pause on that. After that, Luffy goes second gear, bro. Yes, second gear in Drum Island, bro. That is still crazy to me. But anywho, Luffy hits him with the classic jab pistol, sending that bozo flying. After that, he jumped towards Luffy with this acrobatic shit, but Luffy dodges it. After that, he tries, but Luffy hops out the way.
Oh no, this can't be.
After that, Mushroom tries throwing his poison at Luffy. Luffy used his jet whip to blow away the poison. After that, he pulls out the for the third time, but Luffy just smooths out the way. Then after that, I'm not gonna lie, them boys are scrapping for real, throwing blow for blow. And this time, Luffy didn't give him no chance to breathe and use his Gum Gum Jet Bazooka, sending this guy flying. After Wapol seeing his big brother on the ground like this, he started grinning. I wonder why. As soon as Chopper and the others pulled up on him, it was already too late because he ate his brother and used his powers. So basically his plan was to shoot a bunch of poison to spread across the whole country, which will kill every single body that's on that island right now. Chopper was not standing for that, so he jumps on his face and gets rocked. But that wasn't stopping my boy Chopper. He pops a perk and started running full speed ahead towards Wapol. Wapol tries to punch him, but Chopper used his walk point, completely dodging both of his attacks smoothly, and then immediately after use his jumping point, completely pump faking this man, going into the arm point from below, hitting him with the mean uppercut. I'm not gonna lie, that was tough. But even though Chopper did all of that, they still wasn't out of the loop yet. He still managed to shoot the poison. Zoro slices it in half, and Franky just finished it off by burning it away. But there was still one last thing they had to do, and y'all already know, Luffy had to clean it up. Luffy pulls out the third gear, bro, creating this longest fist and sends him offline like Team Rocket. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, man. If y'all want to go check out the movie, here it is. It had a couple of little crazy scenes, like for one, we already know Luffy going second gear and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a really good movie though. But now that I got this movie out the way, I can finally focus on Film Red, which that will be a collab video, so y'all stay tuned for that. And by the way, if y'all made it this far, y'all might as well go sub up. Y'all went crazy on that last video, man. We hit 58k subs, nearly 2k subs within like 2 days span. That is crazy, bro. If y'all keep going crazy like this, we'll be at 100k in no time. So I really want to tell y'all I really appreciate that and thank y'all so much. But with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. The One Piece is real. Done. Can we get much higher? So high. Oh, ho, 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 ho.